Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense takes the field. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. They get him down after he makes the catch. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to...
Off he goes! And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Caught behind the line. It's Green. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Give to the single back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And they're not on the same page there.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Middle Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
He'll pull it on the read. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Fires left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Gonna run it. It's McKinney. At the 40, there he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The hand to the running back. At the 35, he's open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He makes the connection. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Now on first down for this offense. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Harrell. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Caught in the backfield at screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On second down, wants to throw it. Snags it over the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bearcats line up to punt it away.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Back to pass, it's Harrell. Quick strike complete. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
He wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the 6 for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking.
And come on now, O-line, you've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Trying to get to it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender...
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Makes a connection.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Harrell. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Pulls it in. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man down the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Huntsville. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of...
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the right side. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Harold. Pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man to the left. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Stevens. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Gonna run it. It's McKinney. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Harrell. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback adapting. Short gain on the play before he slides. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get...
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Line getting set on second down. To the air. It's Bailey. Escapes trouble. He's going to take off. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now the play fake. Got his man downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a gap. It's McKinney. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, MTSU. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 15 over ULM. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like.
He smashes his way through again. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Off play action on first down. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense in hurry-up mode. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Running it back, it's Lacey. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And here comes the punt team. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And
the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
They'll run the screen. Jumped on top of the pile. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. To throw, it's Bailey. They're bringing heat. Back open in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Buying some time. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And how about the answer from this defense? You give up a huge play. What do? Bounce right back, rush the quarterback, put pressure on him, and get the enormous sack.
Fires on the run. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Leaves it with the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer,